5 foods that will help you build muscle faster. Now, before we talk about this, I want you to remember where I'm coming from. When I was 15 years old, I saw a picture of a bodybuilder called Sergio Oliver. I was at school, young lad, and then I saw a picture of Sergio Oliver, and he had a lot of muscle. He was doing a pose, and I thought, I want to look a bit like that. This is like in the early 80s, about 80, 81, 81. And I thought, when I saw the magazine, I realized that it was through weight training, lifting weights. So in fact, we were when I was at boarding school in Kenya, we're using weights, we're using concrete weights. Anyway, we did that. I built muscle, but then I decided to follow on. When I left school, I was fascinated by muscle building. So I wanted to learn how to build muscle. Now, what I learned with regards to muscle building, it's not what is going around now. Now people use a lot of ultra processed foods. They use all this whey protein, all these squares, bars, and cereals and stuff like that. That's not healthy. That's not the bodybuilding I bought into. When I started training, I was eating really main food. Now, the first food I ate was eggs. Eggs was the first thing that I was told was the most important food to eat for muscle building. And it's true. Eggs contain every vitamin apart from vitamin C. And eggs contain a lot of protein. It makes you strong. Eggs are satiating. I was a nurse and I was a student on the ward. I couldn't eat. So I found myself just having to drink most of my food. And what I used to do with eggs was I have the first meal, 8 eggs, I'd scramble the eggs, not egg whites, eggs, whole egg, because the nutrients are actually in the yolk. So I'd literally just eat 8 scrambled eggs for the first meal, and then meal 2, 3. I had 4 meals a day. Meals 2, 3, and 4 would have 10 raw eggs because I couldn't eat on the ward. I just whisk the eggs, and I put sometimes avocado, sometimes I put oats in it, and then I'll drink it. It didn't taste very nice, but that's what helped me build muscle. So eggs are very important. And then the biological value of an egg is very high. When you eat an egg, 48% of that egg can be translated to muscle tissue or tissue. You hear people talk about, whey protein is actually better. Whey is not better. Whey is a synthetic product made. When I say synthetic, obviously the actual whey came from the byproduct of cheese manufacture, we used to be rubbish. They used to throw it away, and then they started making it to food for us. So please, if you want to build muscle, forget about whey. They will lie to you about the biological value of whey, and it's actually more bioavailable. Whey is not food. It isn't food. It's not something you should eat every day. I don't even encourage my clients to use whey as a supplement. I say to them to stay clear of whey protein because whey protein is not food. If you want to build muscle, an egg is number 1 protein. By the way, guys, I've launched my private community. When I started doing this, I didn't have this in mind, but I've been inundated with messages from all over the world. So I've started my own private community. The community, you get all of these things. If you're interested, join. The link is in the description. Now, the second is red meat. Guys, don't underestimate the power of red meat. We've been lied to so many times about red meat, and red meat is bad for you. I ate red meat every day for years and did me no harm. What it did was it helped me build a lot of muscle. Red meat contains creatine. When you guys are taking all that creatine, knocking it back in whatever, creatine might be okay as a supplement, but you can't get it naturally in red meat. So red meat's important. Red meat contains coenzyme Q10. Coenzyme Q10 helps you convert body fat into energy. So it's very important. We used to take it separately as supplements, but you can get it in red meat. Carnosine is also a supplement we used to take separately. It neutralizes lactic acid and it makes you train harder. So carnosine is important. It's also in red meat. Red meat contains carnitine. Now, carnitine helps you recover quicker, helps you with DOMS. It contains carnosine. It contains coenzyme Q10. These are all, coenzyme Q10 stops muscle breakdown. These are very important, if you're trying to build muscle. In fact, all those things that I've mentioned in red meat, we used to take them separately as supplements when I first started training. So if you're trying to build muscle, it's very important. Red meat, don't underestimate the importance of red meat. Number 3, chicken. When I say to people that most of the golden era bodybuilding physiques were built with chicken. We used to eat a lot of chicken back in the day. I know all the guys that I looked up to. I saw one of the bodybuilders' his name was Nasser El Sambati, Marcus Rowe. These people have been on, we're doing the seminars where the exhibitions where you see them and the amount of chicken they used to eat. But here's the thing. I know you guys always go for the chicken breast, but I want you to start eating the red part of the chicken. That's the chicken thighs, because it actually contains more vitamins. When I say red, I'm comparing the thighs to the breast, the brown and the white. Thighs and the drumsticks, and they're quite high in iron, high in the B vitamins, and zinc, high in zinc. You want to be able to, have all those vitamins and trace minerals available if you're trying to build muscle. When you drink a whey protein, they will tell you it's been fortified with this and that. Guys, whey protein is destroyed food. It's just something that came from milk that has been, done so many things to it. It was a waste. They just synthetically made something to it in a lab, and you guys are buying it. Please, if you're trying to build muscle, stay away from the whey protein for a while. You build muscle faster. Number 4, my favorite, beef liver. Right now, I eat beef liver 3 times a week, about between 50 to 100 grams 3 times a week. I find it's very good for me. I feel healthy when I eat beef liver. When I say that, I feel good. I feel really good. Now, apart from oysters, beef liver is the most potent superfood on the planet. And when you think about it, you see, there are some animals back when you look at the animal kingdom, there are some animals where when they go hunting, as soon as they catch the animal, they give the beef liver to the alpha male. And I'm not trying to be sexist. See, I'm saying that nature intended that beef liver to be it's just very nutritious, sacred as well. It's sacred food. So it is something that I make it a point of eating. If you can't get beef liver, you can have lamb's liver. I mean, chicken, it's not the biggest animal. It's not the best. But then at a push, yeah. But beef liver is the best. Beef liver contains iron, it contains everything that you need. Instead of taking multivitamins, eat beef liver at least 3 times a week. When I was younger and we're competing, one of the first guys, it's a bodybuilder, and people are forgetting about him now, but back in the day we talked about him. His name was Vince Gironda. Vince Gironda used to advocate beef liver. In fact, one of my first ever coaches, Johnny Fuller, was a British top bodybuilder in the UK at the time in the 80s and 70s. He used to advise me to blend beef liver and then wake up in the middle of the night and drink it. Obviously, that might seem extreme now, but at that time, building muscle was not about just calories. When you think about just calories, you're thinking about most of these calories, other processed foods, even whey, they're empty calories. They don't have the micronutrients for your body to convert those calories into energy or tissue more efficiently. So you're actually prolonging your progress by eating crap like that. When you eat beef liver, you actually feel like you're putting the right nutrients inside you. We were more concerned about nutrients than the calories. Now, people just putting everything in. You think, you know what? You could actually build muscle a lot faster if you learned to eat properly. So beef liver, if you're serious about muscle building and building a lot of muscle in a short time, make sure beef liver is part of your diet. And where do you get beef liver? I go to the butchers, and even the ones that don't sell it, say to them, look, can you order some beef liver for me? They will do it for you. But when I first started eating them, when I went to the butcher, he looked at me, it's like I was crazy. I said to him, I want some beef liver. Eventually, he managed to get me some beef liver, and I ate some 3 times a week. Back in the day, I ate more, but now 3 times a week. That's all you need to get all the multivitamins. Obviously, make sure the cow is grass-fed and all that, because that makes a difference. Avocado is number 5. You will never see anybody talk about avocado when it comes to muscle building. But here's the thing. Did you know that avocado is actually good for muscle protein synthesis? We tend to ignore that fact. Avocado is a good fat. My number 1 fat choice when I'm dealing with clients who are actually trying to build muscle or trying to lose body fat. It helps you preserve the muscle. Especially when people are eating all this junk food. It's easy to lose muscle when you're eating rubbish food, because when you eat things, sugar, all these protein products that are made, because they don't have the micronutrients in them. Your body has to steal the micronutrients from within itself to convert that calories from those foods into energy or tissue. So it's important. So when you're eating avocado, maybe at least every single day. Back in the day when I started bodybuilding, I used to eat avocados every day. In fact, there was the time, early 80s, when some of the shops, I'd never even heard of avocados. I'd go in there, ask for avocado, didn't know what it was. Avocados are really good for muscle preservation. Avocado is also good for your cardiovascular health, especially you guys taking steroids. Do you know that steroids are not good for your heart? And avocado helps protect you against that. So guys, make sure that you include avocado in your meal plan if you're serious about building muscle. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, because it helps us grow. And if you're interested in joining my community, it's in the description.